It's gonna be purified, all right, so to speak. Okay, in the firmament, because it's going well. In heaven, and this proves that the missiles, all right, this proves the destruction of America. Okay, because the Lord swore, all right, his indignation is coming by way of the thermonuclear missiles that were created in the labs by different scientists. Those are the Lord's weapons. Somebody get Isaiah 34:16. Not 34:16, 54:16. You got
it. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Right, Idumea, which is a Greek way of saying Esau or Edom. Okay, we just basically went into Idumea. All right, in the meaning of Idumea. Okay, and when you look up in the dictionary, it tells you that Esau is a prominent figure of a future judgment in the Bible. Okay, all right. And so and the scriptures also say in 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, the 9th verse, that Esau is the end of the world. So these white people represent the end of the world. When you see them in their authority, they represent the end of the world. And when you see that their society collapsing, we know that it lines up with the scripture. It lines up with the Lord had been said a long time ago. Okay, you got it.
God. It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
So the people of his curse, which you Esau, the so-called white man, you the one that bear the mark. He bears the mark.
Okay.
So he shall die.
He'll leave that mark.
Verse 6. Verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
See? And that's what it's going to do, man. It's going to be an instrument of death, man. All right? Go ahead.
It is made fat with fatness. And with the blood of lambs and goats. With the fat of the kidneys of rams.
That's right.
For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra.
All right, and that's Edom. All right? And the Lord is going to sacrifice you Edomites, man. Okay? He's going to sacrifice you Edomites. All right? Because all the wickedness, man. All your wickedness and hatred towards him, man. All right? You the one declared your sin and sorrow. You the one declared that God didn't exist. You the one that said that you was above God and that you were going to punish God's people. You were going to exterminate God's people. All right? And you're starting to do that with what? Vaccinating us. All right? Forcing us to get the vaccination. Forcing us to take your poison. All right? We don't serve you. We serve the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Somebody get Sirach 17:17. You can go with that.
This book of Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16, it reads, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
The smith represents the scientist, all right? Because a smith is a forger, okay? And certain forges deal with chemicals, you know. A smith is basic, you know, it's ancient, all right? But nowadays, a modern day smith, they're working with chemicals, did I say that right? Chemists. They're working in the lab, all right? And they're dealing with all these different chemicals, uranium, all these different, what they call now, nuclear capabilities. All right, what's another word for nuclear? That volatile chemical stuff. That's all you need to know. Go ahead, Slack. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right, for his work. All right? The indignation. All right, that's going to be poured upon the heathen nations. So you heathen, really, you should be shaking in your boots. And really, Esau, you know, you got a lot of pride, man. This devil got a lot of pride because, you know, they think that they're going to, you know, outlast the Lord, so to speak. Read it again.
God. It's Isaiah 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yep. And so that's why the missiles were created, for the Lord's work. All right? And Esau gonna get this work. All right? Because you were created to get this work. Actually, it said you the son of perdition. You the son of destruction. You was fit for, you were made for. Vessels made for destruction. All right? And I don't know nobody else in the world but the so-called white man who was made to die horribly. Okay? Or who at least deserved it. Okay?
It says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
Yep, and that's what we do. Okay? Every tongue that rises up against the Israelites, all right, they're condemned because what? Balaam and Balak. Okay? Balaam said it. Everyone that curseth them shall be cursed, and everyone that blesseth them shall be blessed. All right? And see, you so-called white people, you trying your damnedest to curse us. You see? You got Mormonism, you saying that black people are cursed, or having brown skin is a curse. All right? But you curse yourself in the midst of all of that.
Hey, wasn't that the original promise given to Abraham? You know, bless those that bless you and curse those that curse you.
It says, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
See, our righteousness coming from the Heavenly Father. All right, and this is our what again?
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord.
Right, and so we're gonna be saved. That's our heritage. All right, no weapon shall come against us. All right, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Okay, that's our heritage. Salvation. All right, just you wait. Things are going. The Lord already cooking this place, man. All right, and things are going to get worse. But things are actually getting better for us, man. Somebody get 2 Ezra 16 chapter 19 verse.
The Lord is using gradualism on the righteous side
to
bring this place down. Slowly but surely it's coming.
Yep. And now that we see, it's evident that the Israelites, all right, are not fully placed in that land. They haven't been saved yet. All right? It's utter chaos and uproars in the Middle East, especially in Israel right now as we speak. All right? So we know the people of the Lord ain't there. Okay? Which we were explaining earlier.
Because we right here.
16, 19. We right here. We're telling you.
I'm right here,
To
baby.
your face.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Right. So all of these things, all this anguish, famine, plagues, are sent as punishments.
Right.
Okay? For amendment, for the correction of the earth, to make the earth a better place. The Lord is gonna He's gonna punish the wicked. All right? And everybody that's lying, the scriptures say, all the proud and haughty shall be brought low in that time. All right? And if you're an American, you're an African American, you're a Latino American, you're a Native American, thinking and living in the westernized mindset, all right, you're in the line of fire. Okay? And that's the Lord's judgment. You got it?
Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right. So they're still going to be being assholes, arrogant, proud. All right? They're still going to be defying God, cursing God. You know? You're good. You're good. You know, Jake, not Jake, but just the world, man. They blame the Most High for everything. Everything that goes wrong. You know? So after all these punishments, and we have yet to see the harshest things happen, they're still not gonna pay attention to the punishment. It's still not gonna come into their mind that God did it.
Well, look what's going on right now. We supposed to be in a pandemic, and the whole world got sat down in the household last year. And didn't nobody give a damn. They was a little frightened for a good month and a half, and then after that,
Go back outside.
got back to folly, man. That's why the scripture says, as in the days of Noe.
No, yep. Somebody get that. Matthew 24, I think 36.
Yep, as in the days of Noe.
I just did a lesson. This is Luke 2.
Yeah, 17:26.
Yep, come on, you got it.
This book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 26, and it reads, "And as it was in the days of Noah,
Yep.
so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man."
So the exact thing that was going on in Noah's time is happening when the second coming of the Lord is going to be happening. Okay. The second coming, the same thing that they were doing in the days of Noah, they're going to be doing during the time of the Lord's coming. Okay.
It says they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage,
and these things they extol to the height of the clouds. Eating, all you see is nothing but
New restaurants, new ways, new restaurants, new foods, new this, new that.
And it's
they got eating shows
big,
now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They got these big eating shows. You can taste $1,000 this and this and that.
Well,
you know,
$500 for a steak.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Eating, and that's a big thing in America to eat.
Yep.
Access.
Yep.
You know.
Luxury.
Yep.
Yep. And marriage
all
is
you
a
can
big
eat
thing.
buffets and shit.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
So they was eating. Read that again.
This is Luke 17, verse 26. It says, "And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank,
Now,
they married wives."
now, when you go into Noah, the Lord came to Noah, and He told him that this place was wicked. That's the point. So as in the days of Noah. So what was going on in the days of Noah? It wasn't just about them eating and drinking and giving into marriage. It was about that land was just wicked.
Oh, you got it? Go ahead. You got it.
You got it. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 1. It says, nope, 6 and 3. It says, "And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days."
What is that talking about?
Men of renown, but like not in like stature, like physical, real giants, like
Renown.
yeah, men of renown.
That point that he just said, that the Lord's spirit will not always strive with man.
Oh.
What is that talking about?
That's talking about like we lost the remembrance of who we were.
Nope.
Nope.
Read it again.
It's Genesis 6 and 3. It says, "And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man,
Keep going.
for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years."
Meaning he ain't gonna always bear like what they doing. Like
Nope.
at some point,
Wait, is that talking about as far as the lengthy days that like we have lived is going to be cut short?
Yep.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. Because remember, it was a time where we was living 900 years old, 800 years old. The Lord bust that all the way down to 120 years old. Who have you seen live over 120 now?
Even 200.
Rarely.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a very rare case. Moab, they can go up to like 122. I haven't seen Jake. I think, my grandma, my great auntie, she went up.
All right, his elect, his remnant, his chosen. Those are the ones that the Lord elected. All right, to help be part of correcting the earth and refreshing the earth.
Beginning with the elect.
Yep, the first one.
The first fruits, beginning with the, yep. Though we read earlier in Ezekiel about the mountains. So it begins with us. You know, y'all see the Elder Ayathan did?
Not yet.
The Isaiah 6 and 13. You seen that?
No, I gotta
Woo, that boy was raw. That scripture's raw, man. basically on how the seed that the righteous seed is going to be able to repopulate all over again, man. You know, when all this is destroyed, that righteous seed that the Lord has set forth, the first fruits, we're going to repopulate this thing all over again. You know, so out of all this wickedness, the Lord got to destroy all this wickedness, and then He's going to leave that seed, and we're going to come back. That pure seed. That's what it said. You know,
like an invasive species. Like when you go into botany or in the plants, you have like something called like green mustard or buckthorn, and these plants they're not native to America, but in order to destroy the plants and keep them from not populating, you have to actually uproot them and make sure all the seeds are pulled up. So when you look at that, Israel is going to be invasive. We're going to invade the earth again.
Yep.
You know, like an invasive species. That one seed is going to create more seeds.
Yeah. Kind.
And then you cannot. The next thing you know, you can't get rid of it.
Yep.
I got a precept.
That was it on that. We should call.
Yeah, that was
Okay. Go ahead.
I got a precept though. This is Job 14:8. It says, "Though the root there, 14:7. For there is hope of a tree if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud, and will bring forth boughs like a plant." Yep. So it bring forth boughs like a plant. And boughs, we go into boughs and sons.
Yeah.
You know, because Ephraim was a fruitful bow.
Yeah, Ephraim was a fruitful bow.
See?
So we're gonna grow. We're gonna. Well, that goes to the promise of Abraham. We're gonna be as the sand of the sea.
Be fruitful. Yeah. Even Genesis, be fruitful.
Yep. A whole lot of humping gonna be going on in the kingdom.
It's like they may
I
have
did a lesson on time.
Some more?
Job 14.
comparison. This is what you was talking about. Everybody that's going to be death.
Yes, so we're gonna repopulate the earth.
Let this keep going. No, yeah, he got some of that. Yeah, con.
So like, we're gonna go back to 2nd Exodus chapter 9, and I'm gonna just start from verse 22.
Yep.
Now let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Yeah, it's a multitude that was born in vain, so they're gonna perish. Go ahead.
And let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
See, that's it. Let my grape be kept.
Yep.
That's it.
So in that day, the Lord bringing forth our
We're gonna remain, you know. But that destruction has to happen first, and that's where we're at right now. We're at the time of the destruction first, and then we're gonna be rebuilt. You know. So, was that it on the Genesis?
Keep going.
And keep going. All right, keep going on that Genesis, and then you gotta. Right now.
This is back in Genesis 6 and 9. It says, "These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with the Most High." So he had a righteous spirit.
Yeah.
And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
It ain't talking about him walking side by side. All right. Get that fairy tale shit up out of here. That's why they say, "Oh yeah, Enoch walked with God." Yeah. What does that mean? He was a righteous man in the sight of the Most High, man.
It means he walked with God, meaning he walked in the same steps.
The image.
Yep.
His image.
Yeah. Hey.
He going to the word walk. That's what we also said.
Yeah.
Going to the word walk here, it says from the H1980 halak, and it says to die, live, manner of life.
His manner of life was with the Most High. He walked with the Most High. So, going up a verse, he said he was perfect.
That's like when we take up our cross, we walk with Yahushua.
Yep. Yeah, we're walking with him.
And it gets deep. It
Like
says
retarded vocab alone.
It says to enter, exercise, follow, forward, to go forward, on, out, greater.
It said follow.
Grow. Yep. It said follow.
My sheep shall hear my voice. We are doing the same things that Noah did, man. You see? And Noah means what?
Noah, comfort.
Rest.
Comfort.
It says lead, march, be at the point.
Well, the scripture says, the scripture says that I will not leave you comfortless. Okay? So we're comforted. You know? better words. And by that comfort is what's going to get us to the kingdom. By that comfort that we was given, which is the scriptures, that's what's going to make us, it's going to help us walk better and perfect with Yahweh Shemel Shai into that day.
That's right.
And the Lord told us to commanded us to go on the highways and hedges and preach the good news about the kingdom.
That's right.
So
That's
we
it.
can gather up the rest of his sheep. Gather up the rest of his elect. His
Yep.
choice.
Well, the scriptures say comfort one another with these words.
That's it.
Right after saying that we was going to be lifted up.
Yep. Comfort one another with these words. Yep. That's the Thessalonians.
Because they are faithful and true.
Yep.
This is just 6
Sheesh.
and 11. It says,
Hey, we put the puzzle back together, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. We got that proved the 100% truth right there. We can link this up here, there, and have that understanding. The scripture says, through thy precepts thou shalt get understanding, man.
And hate every false way.
You see? That's why you got to study to show thyself approved, man. You know?
yeah. Just 6 and 11.
Hey, well, we standing next to 3-1. 3-1 is 4. Mercy, man.
Yep. Right.
On Old World Street.
Yep.
7 and 3 is wisdom lead the kingdom.
Perfect understanding. 7-3. Complete understanding.
135. That's 9.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is
can't
Genesis
lose.
6 Con. Then 6 and 11 it says, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And that's what we see today.
Straight violence. Distress
all it
among
is.
nations. People fighting each other, warring against each other. War and faction. They fighting over resources. What to the destruction and detriment of the rest of the world. Don't give a damn about the rest of the world.
From the top to the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
From the elites to these little niggas that's in the hood, man.
Well, the
You know?
scriptures say he weigheth his
And
violence.
they at the bottom. They at the worst.
Yep.
So as a leader, so is the people.
Yep.
So if they destroyed at the top, but
They
when we look
destroying
at the
this-
bottom, we see the bottom. So
Yep.
we know they destroyed.
Yep.
Well, the scriptures say that Esau weigheth his violence in the earth.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
It says, and the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And whose way? The Lord's way. You know, so like the brothers bring down earlier, all man did was corrupt everything around him. That's why the Lord said even the fishes and the beasts gotta go.
Yeah. Everything gotta go. Well, you got animals. They trying to mate males with males and shit,
Yeah.
man. The animals got diseases and
Yeah.
they say they gotta jab the dogs and they gotta jab the whales and shit, man. Like what the hell?
Well, that's in the law, because the law tells you, because you know you got all this bestiality going on. The law tells you that even the beasts have to be put to death, because you corrupt the beast.
Yeah.
They what's that?
These motherfuckers don't pay.
Gene slicing the fish.
Yep.
You know, taking sperm cells from one fish, putting it in another fish, making
Like who does that?
Put
Who would
fish
even
cheese in
think that?
tomatoes.
When you read certain articles, like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, what possessed you to even come up with that idea to be like a eureka moment?
Yeah.
You know?
They take fish genes and put them in tomatoes.
That's it. That's it. They trying to play the most high.
They're trying to redo and undo.
Yep.
They even do it with the. I was just telling the brother, hey, they do it with the plants. You know, they do gene slicing. So you can. They got two terms for it. When they do the gene slicing with the plants, I forget what it's called, but they you pretty much grow a tomato and you can crossbreed it with a green pepper. You know, and then they both of them grow together on one branch.
A tomato pepper.
That's bugged out, bro.
And then the other one I was telling about
Pepper
was,
tomato. Like, what the fuck?
they
You ever
got-
seen that grapple at Pick a Sage?
Yeah, a grapple.
Yeah, great.
I always hated that shit, to be honest. Like, what the fuck?
No, it's a crayon apple, ain't it?
They got
That's a
that too.
grapple, too. A fucking,
It's
yeah.
called a grapple.
They got what they do is it's called arrow possum, something like that. What they do is they'll take a branch from a tree, cut it a certain way, and then you wrap it in dirt, and then it starts to grow a root. So like they'll slice that, cut that off, and then put it on like you got a lemon tree. They'll put a lime on that tree, so you have two trees growing together.
They what they call it, grafting. They call that grafting. Yep.
Living's okay in a natural way, but he's
That's why they think they can graft themselves in on our promise.
Right.
Here's a better way. Go ahead.
Verse 13, it says, And the Most High said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me.
Woo.
For the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without that pitch.
That's it.
He said he would destroy them with the earth, but it was just they got hit with 3 tornadoes just yesterday in China.
He's gonna destroy him with the earth. That's what the Lord's doing. He's visiting the place. Well, that's all I was gonna get for that brother. I forgot what he said his name was. Alibaba.
Prince
Yeah.
E-commerce?
It's supposed to be father or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's all I was gonna get for him, before he left. That this is proof that the Lord is visiting this place. And it's gonna happen again. That's it. You can go back to Luke and go ahead and read it from the beginning.
Comfortable as hell on that book.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 26, and it reads, And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Remember, these things are extolled to the height of the clouds. So people are praising these things more than anything on the planet right now. Giving in a marriage. What's the other one?
They drink, they eat.
Drink. Oh, you can finish this.
It says, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Yep.
Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
Hey, so it's going to be the same thing with the son of the coming of the Son of Man. All right, and everything is going to be really surrounded by us, our salvation. So when we're saved, that's when people are going to be destroyed. But in Matthew it says it's going to be too late. He said they ain't going to know until, and they didn't know until the flood came. So you niggas, you people, you ain't going to know until the destruction comes.
Yeah.
To
the missiles.
To the missiles come. And that's why they going to freak out.
What scripture saying, the fullness of thy sufficiency thou shalt be destroyed?
Yep.
So like that goes to show you too.
We're seeing his sufficient. We're seeing him reach the level of the highest peak of his enterprise. As far as control is concerned. Because that's all he really wants. Is
well, the philosophy as well, because with this coronas and how they're pushing heavy for this, we understand that this is the transition, if not the mark, is transitioning to the mark. Yeah. So we can see that this is that time. We see the violence in the world. We see the philosophy of this world. The transition needs to go with the image of the beast and eventually the mark of the beast. Okay? So we can see all of these happening in our face. So as in the days of Noah, we see the violence. We see all of this happening. So then it transitioned into what? Sodom. Because there's nothing but homosexuality going on. Nothing but freakazoids and lesbians and so-called bisexuals and things like that, man. We can see that, So right when the angels got Lot and his 2 daughters up out of Sodom, that's when the missiles dropped, so to speak. Scarcely saved. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra 7 and 18 real quick. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. It don't matter what go first.
That's 2nd Ezra 7.
Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wise.
Yeah, so we're suffering. The righteous is going to suffer hardship, evils, destruction, perilous time. Us suffering mean we're going to be in the midst of it. We ain't finna be like, you know what I'm saying, how I want to put it. We're not going to be in no fucking bunker when the destruction is happening. You know, with tornadoes or martial law, concentration camps, the MART, you know, being mandatory, things like that. We ain't going to be put up somewhere. No, we're going to suffer and have to, you know, maybe have to run here or run there, you know, seek refuge, you know, whatever, however the Lord has it happen. But the point is, the righteous is going to suffer these things, but we're going to hope for why. See, us understanding that this place is finna, see, when prices get to skyrocketing, hyperinflation, we're going to have to go through that, you know. When we go for a job or whatever and they say you got to be jabbed up, okay, we're gonna have to suffer that. We ain't getting the jab, or we're not getting the mark, so we're gonna have to suffer those things, you know. We're gonna have to suffer certain things in this world, but ultimately we understand that we're hoping for the why. We're gonna have to fuck the fire, so to speak, because it's fire coming to this place, so we're gonna have to suffer those things.
Jacob's trouble.
Yep, Jacob's trouble. Okay. The destruction of Jerusalem all over again. So we're hoping to be delivered. We're hoping, you know, for the Lord to grant us salvation throughout the midst of all of this hell that's about to happen. Okay? Somebody give me Hebrews 11 and 1 real quick. Give me Hebrews 11 and 1.
Hey, and that's a cut to that Christian doctrine too, you know, about the rapture. Because they think that they're the righteous. But it's saying, you know, that the righteous going to have to suffer straight things.
Yep.
It ain't going to be, you go into the, you know, get taken up into heaven and all hell break loose.
Yeah, no. We finna go through this shit, you know. But the Lord's going to increase our spirit. He's going to turn the dial up on our spirit.
Well,
then we're going to be able to see these things. We're going to be directed. The angel, we can bring a lot into it. The angel, what happened with what happened with Lot? The angel said, hey, get your ass about this place. It's finna go down. How much more us through the Spirit, what we're doing right now? The Lord may send his angel. Hey, you gotta go. Hey, follow me. You may have a dream on what to do, and you're gonna remember that dream. Okay, this was the dream told me to do this. The Spirit told me to do this. I'm gonna have to, you know.
Like Peter. Peter had dreams, and the Spirit told him to do things, and he had to do it.
Yep.
The
Paul.
angel came to him.
Yep.
The angel came to him and broke him out of jail.
Yep.
Paul.
Well, he thought, no, you Peter, right?
Yeah, Peter.
But Peter, he thought he was in a dream, but it was actually happening in his reality. That's gonna happen. We may be thinking we dreaming, but we're gonna be talking to an angel and walking with the angel, and we're gonna turn around and all type of crazy shit gonna be going on. Like, oh shit!
Yeah, we already witnessed scarcely saved on the lower level.
You know. So go ahead, give me Hebrews.
Hebrews 11 and 1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
See, faith is the substance of things hoped for. So our faith, okay, our faith is what's gonna drive us. Because what we hoping for? What? We hoping for the kingdom. So our faith is the substance of things hoped for. So we hope to get the kingdom. So by being here on this land, on this earth, we gotta have faith that we're gonna get that. Go ahead.
The evidence of things not seen.
The evidence of things not seen. We know that it's oxygen. We know that's air, wind, but we can't see it. We can't see air. Now we can see the presence of air when it blows on trees, you know, when it blows the sign, but we can't see physically air. But we know it's real. It's just like Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We know that they're real.
What's it say? Blessed is he who has not seen.
Okay? Well, that's what he told Thomas. Go ahead. Keep going.
It says, for it by the elders obtained a good report.
Right. So, it by the elders obtained a good report.
It's like it, for by it the elders obtained a good
report. For by it the elders obtained a good report, which is our forefathers. And it's going to go into what their faith drove them to do for Yahweh Shem El Shai and how they were protected. Go ahead.
It says, through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High.
Yep, going back into Genesis.
So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. So we believe that by the word of the Lord, he said, let there be light, which was really Yahweh Shai in the first fruits. All right, the Alahayim. Let there be light, you know, and it was light. By faith, we understand that. We believe that happened. You know, that's it on that. Go back, second Ezra.
Precept.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12:1. All right, it says, remember now that thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yep.
So the point I want to draw out, put emphasis on, is that when it says, I have no pleasure in them, we're not going to have pleasure in the world. And see, people are going to be fighting for, you know, keeping up with the world, basically, man, you know. The elect ain't gonna have no pleasure in this world, so we're not gonna be taken by the lures of the society and so we be fed up. We fed up now. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing that can entice us. This world can't entice us anymore. You know?
Real quick. This is John 20:29. It says, Yahweh shall say unto him, Thomas, but because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed.
Faith is the hope. What is it? Faith is the hope.
The substance of things hoped for.
You know? And so, hey, blessed are those that believe and have not seen.
Yep.
All right? We believe, we ain't even seen the Lord. But his spirit is what draws us. You know? So we really, in a sense, spiritually, we feel him, we see him spiritually.
Yeah.
We believe in him.
Well, we see him physically too, amongst the brother.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's
you know,
because we're all in the same spirit. We have this image.
Yep. Go back to what you just brought out, Ecclesiastes 12.
It's Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now that thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not."
So come and return to the Lord before the evil days come. It says in the days of thy youth, which is, you know, being young men.
Strength.
Yes, your wits, you know. Really, a lot of majority of the brethren came in as young men. Our apostles from the ages of 17 to 25. You know, our elders, you know, all the way down to us. In the days of thy youth, while the evil days draw nigh. Why? Because when we first heard of the truth, we believed. We believed and we had faith in it. Before the evil days, because we heard about the evil days. We heard about hell coming. We heard about destruction. We heard about martial law, concentration camps. We heard about the missiles. We heard about the mark of the beast. We heard about all these things going to happen. So we returned to the Lord right then and there. Before the evil days come. Go ahead.
Nor the years draw nigh.
Right.
When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, when you say I have no pleasure, if you are too stuck into the philosophies of this world, you old, you know. What is that? You know, what is that? What is the truth? What does that truth mean? What does that Bible mean for me?
Right.
Here it is. You done became a millionaire now. You know.
You got everything your heart desires.
Yeah. So you don't think this is a prophet? You don't. The scripture tells you on how, I believe it's in Apocrypha, when you don't think about the Lord in your riches or something to that effect.
That's Ecclesiastes. When Solomon said, "Give me not neither riches or poverty, give me not riches lest I forget thee."
Yep. Yep. Give me not. Yeah. Give me not riches,
say
lest
not.
I forget thee, or something like that.
Give me
I
not
think it
poverty
says
lest I
say
curse
not.
thee.
Yep. Get that. Yeah.
And plus, you got to consider the Lord in your youth when you're young, because, you know, when you get old and stubborn, you know, you can't receive it. That's why Yahweh said you can't put new wine in old bottles.
That's it.
You know?
Yep.
I think you're talking about Sirach 5.
All right, got it.
This is a Proverbs 30:8. It says, "Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Woo, stable. Hey,
Daily bread.
Paul said that I know how to be abound and abase. So you need a good balance. Don't give me poverty. I don't want to be on the street like no bum, but don't give me them riches either. Just give me what you gonna give me. Our daily bread. That's how we supposed to live by. Go ahead.
It says, lest I be full and deny thee.
See? Go ahead.
And say, who is the Lord?
And that's what Nate and them fell into that trap. Nate full, man. You know? Nathaniel, he's full.
Oh yeah.
How do you know he's full? Because he don't go out on the highways no more. You know? They charge on their Passover, they charge for garments, they charge to get inside their stadium, they charge for everything.
Yeah, I mean,
They was charging for breakdowns,
yeah.
they charge for books. They got games and shit. They make board games, flashcards. Look, man, they getting money. You know, so he's full. You can tell he's full. Look at the way he look, man. That nigga's full, man.
And his attitude.
Yeah, his attitude, arrogant, proud.
It says, who is the Lord, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain.
See?
So the Lord ain't gonna suffer us
To be out here, going out wild. Because a poor man will do anything for a piece of crumb. You know?
That's it.
All right. Yep, you got it.
This is Proverbs 11:1. And it reads, it says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Yep.
Talking about balance. Amen. Be rich or poor, be somewhere in between. Where you got, your daily bread.
Yep.
It says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. So you're speaking on Nate Satan.
Yep.
But a lot of that has to do with pride.
That's right.
And he's fool.
Yep.
It says the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them.
The integrity of the upright. That's it.
How you say it? Integrity, something like that.
Integrity.
Which means wholeness.
Yeah.
It goes back to integer. You got your whole numbers and then you got fractions. Well, we the whole thing.
Yep.
Righteous man gonna consider, hey, what can I do for the Lord? How can I better, up?
It's gonna keep us.
Well, whatever money you do have, you're supposed to contribute it to the ministry. Now, ain't nothing wrong with getting tithes because you are an elder, you're a head, okay? But what is you doing with that money? Are you getting it all the way, grabbing up all of it, and you're not putting forth, for the ministry? Are you being a greedy dog? It says integrity, man. If you know this is gonna get you $1 million and this, that, and the third, you gonna go right with it and have all type of ideas and plans. You ain't never going out. Not to mention all the goddamn women that you can get. But this ain't them. We ain't gonna jump on them. The hell with them.
I got
go with your precept, and then we're gonna go back.
Philippians 2:12. I know both how to abase and I know how to abound.
That's right.
Everywhere in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need.
That's it. That's balance. Perfect balance. All right, go ahead. You got whatever you had. Yeah. I still want that, but then there's something else that didn't come out.
7, he read that.
18, you only read one verse.
Yep. It's one more verse to that. Go ahead, finish that up. Start from the beginning and then read on down.
2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wise. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wise. And he saith unto me, there is no judge above the Most High.
That's it. Read that again.
Verse 18.
You got it.
Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things.
Yep, those are difficult things. All mankind suffer straight things, but it's a different hope. You got it.
and hope for wine.
Right, so the righteous are going to hope for the wine, which is ultimately is the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things.
Yep, so they suffer the difficult things of life itself. Right, go ahead.
And yet shall
ultimately,
not see the wine.
not just life itself, it's talking about the destruction that's about to come.
Oh, yeah, come.
It's talking about the destruction that's coming. The wicked who done wicked things, they're going to suffer the straight things. They're going to suffer martial law,
Oh,
pestilences,
I know, come.
diseases, all right? The missiles, all right? The wicked is going to suffer these things. Well, not the missiles, okay? But martial law, pestilence,
the perils that's coming.
the perils that's coming, okay? Famine. The wicked, they're going to suffer these things. The plagues of Egypt, they're going to go through these things. They're going to be distraught, distressed. That's why that 8 and 50 got to come next, because of the miseries. Many great miseries shall be done.
Because of their pride, yep.
So they're going to suffer all this hell, but they're not going to have no in the back of their mind, well, I got to suffer this for Yahweh Shem Shah, the kingdom. You see, that's why he's bringing about hope and faith. We know we got to suffer these things for hope. I mean, we got to suffer these things because we have hope.
It's part of that wisdom and knowledge.
And that's it. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time.
They're not going to be stable. They're going to be bugging out, trying to figure out what the hell to do next.
Yep. So they're not going to see. They're not going to hope for the why. Go ahead, read it again.
2nd Ezra 7 and 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wine. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wine.
They're not going to see the kingdom.
So they ain't going to be scarcely saved.
They ain't going to see the kingdom. See? They ain't going to be scarcely saved.
Is that talking about the other name?
Like the elect. That's talking about Jake.
Well, they say if the elect be scarcely saved, what's going to happen to those that don't believe?
Right. Jake don't have hope in the kingdom. So they about to get fucked up. You know? Go ahead, Shamar. Read that and we out of here.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50, and it reads, For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, Salakia, the latter time, shall dwell in the world.
That's the straight things. Great miseries, man. Your baby gonna die this day. Your mother die the next day of a disease. You know, and then martial law. Your family gonna get taken into a concentration camp. You gonna get hit by a bus and live. You know, you gonna be in the hospital, jacked up. It's gonna be a tornado that's gonna sweep through. You know, you may get raped. All type of misery is gonna happen to this place, man. And definitely the woman. The woman's gonna get it because the woman has this has been put on this high horse. Where the Lord
got the most freedom.
Yeah, where the Lord is finna cut the legs off that horse and bring you down. That's what's about to happen.
All of them.
So many great miseries. Think about a misery, like when you're just miserable. But it's gonna be every day. Every day, man. See? Many days and years. The Lord is gonna marinate the hell on these people. Like when you marinate that steak for 2 days or a weekend, you gonna put it marinated on Friday and you gonna barbecue on Monday. So you people is gonna be marinated in the misery and the hell because, hey, every which way you're gonna think. You know, every which way you're gonna be crying and weeping. Whoa. The scripture talks about lamentation. It says the scriptures is filled with what? Mournings and Lamentations, mournings, and woe. What do you think that mean? Go ahead.
It says, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thy sake, it's like thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
See, so don't. Yep. Seek out the glory. The sex be like thee. Hey, don't worry about them who finna perish. Yeah. You worry about the kingdom. You worry about see that look, man, I'm not worried about my father making it. I'm not worried about my cousins, I'm not worried about my little sisters, my little brothers, I'm not worried about none of them making it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm worried about making it.
That's right.
You know? Just like I worry about the elect, I worry about the brotherhood who's doing this work. to make it. Everybody else is obsolete. Everybody else really don't even matter. Really, everybody is really the Walking Dead. Because we know you don't believe, so by default, we know you're going to die.
Yep.
Jeremiah told us, Jeremiah 16, he said, don't cry for these people. You know?
Ezra said all the unfaithful shall die, and they're unfaithful.
That's it. So knowing that and believing in this is really hey, it is what it is. I see you on the I see you in the kingdom. What they say, R.I.P. till we meet again. I see you till I meet your ass again. Till we meet again.
Right.
Bum, bum, bum,
See you on the other side.
You know?
Also in Revelation 22 and 11,
Mhm.
it talks about letting the unjust be unjust.
That's it. Boom. There you go.
Just be just still.
That's it. Well, Daniel, I believe 12 and 10 or 10 and 12, it says, let the wicked, the wicked shall do wickedly. Yep. You know?
They shall not understand.
Yep. They ain't gonna understand. So, hey, is it some more on that? Go ahead.
It says, for unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and the rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Man, the kingdom. So it's prepared. We just got to get there. It's like we know the destination, you know. We know the destination. It's already prepared. The door is already open, waiting on us to walk through the door.
Like Book of Eli, when he kept asking where is he going, he said east. he just kept moving.
We're going back to east. So with that, we'd like to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh. Double honor to our apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the Akim on the four corners. We're pushing this truth with sincerity. All right, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. A bob.